and welcome back to Hannah's Road Rants. I'm so excited to see you guys as usual. I'm sorry, I am looking, I've had like 50 crises in like 10 minutes. It's like 9:13 right now. I need to be at work at 10. I need to be in Thibodeau and back by 10 o'clock. I'm having a panic attack, but I'm still gonna do this because why the heck not? Plus, maybe some of you have noticed that I didn't get to post my road rant last week. That should be out right now. So I'm so sorry about that. I just, to be honest, it was an editing issue and it just was not freaking working. It would be perfect when I played it in my editing software, but once I rendered it and uploaded it to YouTube, it was something totally different. So that's why that took so long. I should be fixing it today for sure. So today's Monday, you should be getting your road rant, and I'll put a little link just in case you missed out on it, and you're just seeing this one. But today, I decided that I wanted to talk about, I never thought I'd have to tell people that what they think is wrong, but quite honestly, what you think is wrong. So, as you guys know, a little family known as the Duggars, if you haven't watched their show 19 Kids and Counting on TLC, what is your life? Like, I've watched it forever, like, since they came out. I religiously follow the Duggars. And, you know, I'm not going to get too much into the religious thing, but other than their religious stuff, I liked their family dynamic. It was really interesting to see how that household ran like a freaking machine. So, of course, when I heard the news, all the pregnancies and marriages, I was just so excited. Like, everyone's getting pregnant and married, and my life is slowly becoming complete. Because, I don't know, I always had a soft spot for the Duggar girls. Like, I just always have. It's just been a thing. So when I heard that Joshua Duggar, if you haven't heard this, you're really living under a rock. Joshua Duggar molested his sisters, 4 of his sisters. And the first thing that came into my mind was disgusting. Disgusting. The second thing that came into my mind, his sisters. I wonder how they're doing. Because quite honestly, I don't give a rat's butt about Josh anymore. Like, everyone's like, oh, poor Josh, we're praying for you and your family, Josh. And I just, it boils my blood. People are worshiping him now. And I'm trying so hard not to go into the religious debate. I'm trying so hard. Just because Joshua Duggar's a Christian, and just because he repented and, oh, it was 12 years ago, it doesn't freaking matter. None of it matters. What matters is he changed those girls' lives in the worst way possible. It's that they were violated by someone that they were made to trust. And, you know, I posted the Facebook status thinking I'm gonna get a debate, and I didn't quite understand what the debate was gonna be because it's so black and white to me. It really is. The whole thing is just black and white. Show needs to be canceled. If it was anybody else in the reality show community that this was found out about, their show would have been canceled. Just like Mama June. She needed her show canceled after that. It was like a thing. Just like if your trustee Cy Robertson, what if he got caught molesting one of his like grandchildren? Like, would you really want that show to keep going? He's a molester, people. When you were 14, you knew what you were doing. Those girls were taught to submit to men. That is one of the biggest things in the Christian religion. If you don't think so, you need to crack open a Bible. Because one of the top things in Christian religion is to submit to men. Submit to your husband. Submit to the leader of the church. Women can't speak in church. They were taught to keep quiet. They were taught to trust him. He molested them. And there was this guy on my Facebook, and I'm sorry to call you out if you're watching this, but he was like, well, he was 12 years old. That was 12 years ago. You don't regret anything you did 12 years ago? Well, yeah. I regret a lot of things. Silly things. Like telling that guy that I liked him, or like awkward things that I did that I'm like, oh, I didn't molest my sister. I don't think any of my friends 12 years ago molested their sibling. This is different. This is literally a different plane. I did nothing illegal 12 years ago. Nothing. And nothing that would put me on a sexual predator list. Maybe, okay, I stole a keychain from, I think it was JCPenney. Like when you were a kid and you'd buy girl jeans. I don't know if guys had this. If you buy girl jeans, sometimes they'd come with like a keychain or like a necklace, or I don't even. But I stole one of the keychains, and my mom's friend made me bring it back and tell them what I did. Okay, I regret that. That's really embarrassing. That was the one illegal thing I did when I was 12, or 12 years ago. Well, technically, yeah, when I was 12. And I regret it, and it was illegal, but would I have been put on a list? Absolutely not, because I was just stupid. That was just a stupid thing I did. Like, on the scale of stole a keychain to molested 4 of his sisters and 2 other individuals, I'm so sorry. It is inexcusable. 12 years later, guess what? The girls are still dealing with that crap. They're married. They have kids. They have to constantly have that in their head. They have to deal with that the rest of their lives. And it was his fault. And guess what? Oh, we're going to send you to counseling. No, you know where he went? He went to go build a freaking business with his dad's friends. Oh, well, they did some counseling. I mean, they, like, talked. It's like, okay, I'm going to go. If my son molests his sister, I'm just going to let him work at the Waffle House. I mean, they're mentors, right? There is just no okay about this. There's no forgiveness with this. I'm so freaking sorry. I can't forgive. If his sisters can forgive, bless their freaking heart. I am so happy if they can honestly, truly forgive, but I don't expect them to. If they don't forgive, no skin off my back. I'll say, you go, sister. You get your life back, and you show people what happened to you and what you have to deal with. Can you imagine waking up Christmas morning and your molester is just sitting there opening presents with mom and dad? Wouldn't you love that? Wouldn't you freaking love that? Oh, and I'd love if I had a son and he heard about the Josh Duggar stuff and how he was forgiven, and then he goes touch his sister. How great would that be? Oh, but sweetie, even though you were a molester of my baby, bless your heart, you are forgiven. No. Counseling. Reported to the police. Not just some, go talk to Mr. Sheriff for a little while, get you some good learning about life and stuff. No. Oh my gosh. It just blows my freaking mind. And it's like someone said that the guy on my Facebook, what he did wrong was he started off trying to convince us that it was consensual. He started off trying to convince us that it was 12 years ago, so get over it. And he ended with, what? You don't think God would accept his apology? And you don't think he's gonna go to heaven? Okay, I didn't start any of that. All I was saying was the sisters. What we should be worrying about right now is not nasty old crusty Josh, because I don't give a single hoot and holler about him. I'm caring about his poor sisters. I mean, oh my gosh. Oh. being molested by your brother at a young age, such as, I think it's Ginger. Ginger was freaking 8 when he was molesting her. Have you ever seen an 8-year-old consent to anything other than going by a pony for her 9th birthday? Absolutely not. And she wasn't even 8 yet at the time when he was molesting his sisters. She was still 7. He was still 13. I'm sorry. If your kid is, number 1, killing animals or maiming and torturing animals, that is one problem. Number 2, if your kid or son or daughter is sexually experimenting with their siblings without consent, there is no way these kids consented. Do you see what the Duggars wear every day? Do you think that these girls were asking for it in their tight clothes with the covered everything, and like they wear pretty much paper sacks? Like, they're not asking for much, people. They're just asking to wear pink. I mean, these people are a step above Amish, and you are saying that they were consenting and they were asking for it, and I say absolutely freaking not. You are sick in the freaking head if you think they were asking for it, if you think it was consensual, and you are not right in the head if you think that Josh Duggar should be totally wiped away of all what he did, and they should have their show playing on the air, and he should be in every episode. Absolutely not. Another shady thing that happened there, they told TLC, hey, this happened to Josh. We'd like to make it like a theme in the show, maybe. And they said, no, you know what, you should hide that. You should hide that for as long as possible, because it's going to hurt your ratings. And you know what? Instead of doing the thing where they come clean to everybody and they let everybody know right off the bat what's going on, they freaking are like, okay. And they go for the money. They go for the money. Quite honestly, that right there shows me that the mom and dad were guilty too. Because number 1, they didn't freaking take care of Josh like he should have been taken care of. Put away. Just put away. I would even go as far as making him live somewhere else. I know it's kind of dramatic, but no, it's not. You know what's dramatic? Fondling your sister's genitalia. That's freaking dramatic. I would make him go away to some camp, a legit rehabilitation place. Because I know they like talked to the elders. Then he sent Josh away, and then Josh came back, and then he sent him to the police, which was like a 4-month time frame where really nothing was being actively done. Oh my gosh. The kid needed counseling. The sisters needed extensive counseling, because that's just not okay. It's not okay. It will never be okay. Especially for the sisters. I don't think, even as many times as they'll try to say like, it's okay, all's forgiven, we're okay. I don't know if they're gonna be okay. I mean, I'm really happy that they found someone. I'm sure they confided in their husbands. Poor Ginger, she didn't find nobody, and the other one didn't find nobody either. The Cinderella Duggar, poor baby. Like, you're molested by your brother, and then you have to take care of freaking kids all day that weren't yours. They're not yours. Your parents decide to have these kids, but oh, we had too many. We need the kids to help the kids. To me, that's just selfish. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. When it comes to, you know, parents having a kid and asking for the other kid, like me, and my sister, my parents asked me to help, that's fine. But when you're still spouting out kids at the age of like 45, and you're like, oh, I'm getting too old to watch out for all of these 13 kids, looks like my older kids are gonna have to stay in my house for 30 years and watch them. It's a little selfish. If I was oh gosh, I don't even want to talk about if I was a Duggar. But I will say, if Josh did stay in the house, going back to what I would do, I would send Josh away, and if Josh couldn't go away forever, or if I couldn't send him to a friend's house, or like, I don't know, do something to where he's not in my home anymore for a while, for like years. I would put a lock on my daughter's door. I would from the inside, so they can lock it from the inside. Because quite honestly, I don't see them sleeping very well until that would have happened. I can only imagine the sleepless nights they went through as such young girls. And honestly, the people who are fighting for Josh, they've never been maybe witness to a victim of a sexual crime, or have never been a victim of a sexual crime or sexual abuse, and they're just not connecting the dots that it won't be okay. It's just not. I understand 14-year-old boys are sexually curious, but there's a lot of different ways they can express that without hurting others, you know? I don't think you guys understand that it's gonna happen. I feel like abstinence-only education just makes it worse. Because if you've ever been on a diet, and your diet says you cannot eat cake, you cannot eat cake, especially your favorite freaking cake, red velvet cake, you know the second you read that sentence, you're gonna want some freaking red velvet cake. And you know what? It's normal. That's human. That's just what we have. I mean, you can have all the Jesus you want, but quite honestly, you're still gonna want the red velvet cake. When you learn to accept that one day, you will have that freedom, and you need to be safe, and you need to be conscious of others. And consent, I mean, I hate the word consensual sex. I hate the term, because consensual sex is just sex. Anything else is not sex. It's rape. It's either sex or rape. I am so sorry. It's black or white. And what he did to those girls, he didn't rape them, so, I mean, good. That's great. But he did physically, sexually fondle them. And it's just freaking disgusting. I just kind of want to throw up. If you've had a sibling, can you imagine yourself touching their genitalia at the age of when you were 14? I really don't think a lot of people can say yes. Boys have crazy fantasies, and you know what? I think it's healthy for boys to start to feel that. That's just puberty. Like, can you really deny biology? But not every boy goes through it. Not every boy feels the need to fondle their sisters, or feels the need to fondle other little girls who are much younger than them. That is a different spectrum. That is a completely different spectrum. And I feel like maybe he felt a little so enclosed, and he was just so sexually frustrated that he just needed something. He knew he wasn't going to have anything until he was married, but at 14 years old, your puberty is just like hitting you like a ton of bricks. And you know, I understand that, but he knew. I'm sorry. In the family who he grew up in, I'm sure they drilled it into his brain what was right and wrong. But gosh, there are so many boys who go through this awful puberty. There's so many boys who go through this puberty without molesting young girls. There really are. There's lots of them. I've met them. They're very nice people. Some of them just have this switch. Just like I said I'm not a psychologist, people. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not a psychologist. These are just things I've observed. The boys will be boys thing, which never say that. It's insulting to boys. It's insulting to boys. It's insulting to girls. It's pretty much insulting to everybody. Boys will be boys is... Oh, don't even get me started. But there's some things that you can see psychologically that are obvious, you know? There's a lot of warning signs when kids are young. Like, it's just like anything with the flu. Or if the kid was, like, you would think the kid had cancer. Like, oh wow, he bruises really easily when he bleeds. He just doesn't stop. Just like that with mental disorders. Mental disorders are just like any other disorder of the body. And they need to be treated at a young age when present. I mean, you can only imagine if instead of watching your kid stab nails through a lizard's head and just say, boys will be boys, you could have got him some serious help and he wouldn't be molesting others or killing others or torturing women or beating women. Like, same thing with little girls. If you see them self-harming themselves at a young age, you're not just be like, oh well, she's falling for her face. No, you need to get them help. It's just what you do for your kids. If you care about them enough, don't ignore freaking everything that is serious about what their behaviors are as a parent. I don't know. It bugs me how easily this slid by America. Oh, I'm so freaking thirsty. Oh my gosh. But yeah, sorry I got a little heated there. It's just something that's really close to my heart. I don't want to go into detail. You just have to understand how it feels to be that girl, and I can honestly say I know how it feels. And for them to be just like washed aside and everyone focusing on Josh and praying for Josh, it's like, I'm sorry, it's scum. It's scum. It's just, I'm sorry. It's not okay. There's nothing Christian about thinking Josh is right. I'm gonna be right back, okay, you guys? I just have to go run inside and I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, I'm back. Oh, I'm so freaking thirsty. I need to get something to drink. I'm like running late, but I am so thirsty. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I don't understand how all these people like Mike Huckabee and all of those really, not all conservatives, honestly, some of them are totally against it, but some of the more conservative groups and the more religious groups are all standing behind Josh. It's just, and they're like putting scriptures about how he's like, oh well, if he's forgiven, nobody should be giving him any flack because Jesus forgave him. Well, quite honestly, all the people who don't believe in Jesus, we're not forgiving him anytime soon. I'm just letting you know. It doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. Anyway. Sorry, wow, it got really intense. It's just, it's hard not to get emotional about the whole situation because it was just so, I mean, I didn't see it coming. I mean, I thought Josh was kind of creepy, but I never thought in a million years this would have happened. And TLC did a really good job at hiding it. And I love how he's like, I told my wife like 2 years before we even started talking. And it's like, well, why haven't any of us heard of it? So, I mean, you weren't that open about it. I guess they're trying to like cover it up and trying to make it like go away, but I'm sorry. Stuff like molestation and like sexual abuse, that doesn't go away very fastly. Whatever. But the other thing I wanted to talk about was the other day someone told me Facebook ruins lives. Listen, I've been on Facebook for what, since 2009? And it has yet to ruin my life. It's all about the person who's behind the mouse, not about the actual website. I'm just letting you know. For those who are saying that, would say this because maybe a person cheated on them on Facebook, Or maybe a person was caught talking to another girl or talking to another man on Facebook, and you know, all the couples with joint Facebooks, their man or their woman was caught talking to someone else and they had to make it a joint Facebook. Just saying. In most cases, about 80% of the cases, 99% of the cases, if you are Ben and Jerry s'mores, one Ben or Jerry messed it up. So, who was typing all those things to that girl? Facebook? Wow, Facebook, you are getting so advanced. Your man was typing those things. Your man was typing those things. Or, I lost my job because I posted something on Facebook. Facebook ruined my life. I'm sorry, did Facebook take a picture? That picture that ruined your life? Did Facebook link just and took a picture of you without you knowing? Then no. You sat there, you picked the filter, you put the caption in the hashtags, and you posted it on your Facebook. And guess what? The problem was you didn't put your Facebook on private. Not Facebook, you. There are ways to have Facebook and live a perfectly peaceful life. I mean, not my case, because I like to fight on comments, which is common. I mean, what 20-something doesn't, am I right? But what I'm saying is, Facebook isn't ruining your life. You're ruining your life on Facebook. I had someone on my Facebook who would literally post every single time her and her husband were fighting. Every single freaking time. You know, and she would post like, oh, he was touching that girl again and looks like I'm single. Oh, single life for me, I'm so free. I'm sorry, that's ruining your relationship, not Facebook. You are typing all this crap that no one needs to know, that no one really wants to know. I mean, to be fair, that last one's a lie, because I'm a snoopy, poopy mother licka. I like to know everyone's business. So post away, life ruiners. I feel like Facebook is an outlet for positive things. Like, people in high school who I don't really know really well anymore. I get to see them get married and have babies, or just have more babies, or get married again. It's just nice to be able to keep up with people that you would have no idea where they are or what they're doing now. And people should see it more as a positive thing, just like how they talk about how we're this generation full of people who are just online and have to be plugged in, and we just can't talk to people. That's not really true. There are people like that in the 60s. They're called introverts, and they had no outlet to speak to others or to express themselves without feeling embarrassed or feeling nervous. And now you have the internet where you can be who you really want to be, and you don't have to step out the door. I also heard lately that they're calling us the Entitlement Generation, because we just feel entitled to everything. To be honest, I think we're the tired of taking bullshit generation. We aren't cool with the old, unfair, unjustified things that the other generation put up with. Just to be honest. People are so hard on my generation, the millennials. And quite honestly, we are a big group of smart people. We're not lazy. We're just trying to get through life without debt from college, or to trying to save up for college, or we're trying to make our lives better where we are. Where are we getting blamed for being the lazy generation? You raised us. If you're gonna down our generation, it's your fault. You are downing your parenting. You're downing your raising of children. You are just downing yourself. So yeah, talk all you want about how this is the entitlement generation when we're just tired of the bullshit and it needs to change. And we're just trying our best to get it to change. And now I will say there are still people who are just lazy and unappreciative and want everything their way. But usually they're either 5 years old or past the age of 40. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, people in their 60s are still saying the N-word, and if you try to fight them on it, they will put you to the death. They will fight you. If that's not entitlement, I don't freaking know what the definition is. I mean, older people feel like everything has to be their way. They don't want to try to learn about the new advances we've made as a society. Now, there's a whole group of like older people who are, but the majority, I guess because I live in the South, people are a little more stubborn. They don't want new. They're not into new. New is not what they want. They want the old stuff. They feel like they're entitled to the good old days. Every generation is technically entitled. It's called being a 20-something. It's called being a 40-something. Everyone in this world is freaking entitled, if you want to say that. I just don't understand why we're so looked down upon. We try so freaking hard to please you people that it's just to the point where we're still not pleasing you, so we're like, okay, never mind then. We're just gonna live to please ourselves, because you are just too hard to please. If we're not wearing like freaking poodle skirts and eating like hot dogs in a freaking cafe, you're dissatisfied. So screw it. Like, why are we trying so hard? We just assume be ourselves, do what we want to do, follow our dreams, and try to make this world a better place. Oh, I'm so tired. You guys just wore me out. I'm tired now. And I'm gonna have so much to edit. Oh my freaking lord. If you guys are missing me after this week of no uploads, you are not gonna miss me again. I have a Sims video coming up. I know a lot of you really like that, and I did not expect that. That was like a trial and error type deal, but y'all really liked it. So, I mean, I recorded a couple more, and then me and my boyfriend played Amnesia, The Dark Descent, and it's spooky scary, and I recorded that, so I need to edit that, so that you're going to get some gaming videos if you like those, and then road rants, and then a historical kitchen we need a historical kitchen. It's overdue. So y'all will be getting that soon too. But don't worry, I also need to do May favorites, because I have a lot of favorites in May. So I guess I'll close out here and just tell y'all to stay tuned for a lot of amazing videos. I mean, they're not like sharks jumping out of the water catching like a penguin in its mouth amazing, but you're gonna miss out on some great videos if you don't stay tuned. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I really love you guys, and I love your feedback, and that's about it. So see you guys next time. Bye. You guys, so I'm back for a split second. I just saved a turtle. Oh my gosh, come see. I'm at a red light. Yeah, hey dude. Yeah, I need to go drop him off somewhere. I don't know where I'm gonna go. South Louisiana living, folks. I'm gonna be really late for work today. So if anyone from work is watching, this is like physical proof that I'm saving a life. I'm saving a life, people. I don't want to take him too far from his family though. There's a bayou. I'm gonna go the bayou by me. Okay. Hey, I have a friend, special guest. Oh, I'm like shaking. Oh my god, I'm literally shaking. It's just so weird. Okay, I'm not gonna. I want him to be by his family. I should have stopped there. Shit. I'm gonna turn around. Hold on, buddy. We're gonna get you home. Oh gosh, I need to go on this side. We're gonna get you home, buddy. Okay? I want to take a selfie with you, but I don't think we'll have time. I gotta go to work. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. Oh. you around because this is scary. You okay? You're gonna be okay. You're okay. Please don't poop. Don't move! Don't move! Stay where you are. Please, 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 please stay where you are. Please, please. Love you. Please, don't. Are you snapping? Oh god, it's a snap. No, it's not a snapping turtle. It's a red-eared slider. Oh thank god. Oh, it's okay, dude. Hey, no, 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 no. We're just gonna pull over right here. Come on. We're just gonna. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. No, no, no. Don't pull out this thing. I'm gonna wreck into the bayou. Please stop. Please stop. Okay. You've seen it firsthand, people. I'm a turtle saver. I save lives here in South Louisiana. Okay. Well. No, don't scratch up my seat. I'm gonna turn y'all around so y'all can see me save him. Oh wait, I don't think that works. Okay.